Oh, thank you so much. I forgot to turn off the sound. I was going in just now. Thank you so much. So obvious. Okay, so I'll start this back over pretty much. I'm going to say hello. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for showing up. This is thatchickquoia, and I'm bringing commentary to you about the Storm Monroe interviewing OG from Basketball Wives. And pretty much with that, right, I noticed why OG refused to interview with Armon Wiggins. And the reason she refused to interview with Armon Wiggins is because he called OG a monkey himself. And this interview took place around October 7th, 2019. It was about an hour long, but as you can see, the video has the comments turned off. And you know, they probably ate him up in the comments. So pretty much he used and referenced OG as saying that she was erratic to another castmate. And that was kind of saying that he was kind of justifying the aggression comments being made by Evelyn. But he said that he understood why people didn't like Evelyn herself. But I was just seeing her like, okay, Armon, first off, you called OG and said that she looks like a monkey herself. I'm like, you're dark skinned and you're a black man with Afro features. And you just sat here. Well, obviously, you good boo. Just picked up my vino, heading home. I'm just listening. Okay, cool. Okay. But yeah, so pretty much, so Armon was just like, oh, you look like a monkey. And I'm like, bro, you're a dark-skinned male and you have Afro features. What are you talking about? How are you going to sit here and say she's looks like a monkey? Sir, what does that mean that you look like too? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying there's so many people. You guys need to watch out for what they say. Other people write off and say, oh, no, Armon's good. Okay, whatever. You guys see potential in him. You see these type of things. But other than that, that type of comments in his commentary, that sticks with people. People are going to remember that because I remember that. That's the reason why I did not mess with Armon for so long myself, because I seen that live and I was like, nope, not doing it. Don't like it. So pretty much after that, now that we did debunked and understood why OG refused to go on Armon Wiggins show, I mean, who would want to go up there and somebody call you a monkey and agree? All right, so let's go into this, right? So let's get in. So pretty much how OG and Storm began talking is because it went over in the DMs. And this was pretty much about a year talking back and forth. And she really liked the video that Storm did and he was promoting her. He was saying like, OG, I'm rooting for you and everything like that. And that's when he was going off about, forehead. Forehead is Evelyn Lozada. That's what we're going to refer her as, okay? So pretty much that's how she kind of, pretty much, I guess you could say, trusted him. And, some good points that Storm brought up about OG is that she's approachable than other celebrities. And I've heard that. A lot of people say your favorite celebrities that you would never believe, that you couldn't think of, they're rude, they're nasty, they do some mean things and everything like that. So we've heard that. And as well as he said that, she's professional. That's what I noticed about OG. She's articulate, as well as, that she is Nigerian. That's her background. And I like the way that she carries herself, because sometimes we do see other Nigerians, not being stereotypical. There are some, not all, that are kind of mean towards, especially with Black people or in general. Some of them can be very snotty. Just saying. Okay, this is not for all Nigerians. This is just an observation with some. Even some other Africans say the same thing. This is not all, this is not some, so please do not come at me. I know nice Nigerians myself. I've had good times with them. Okay, so this is just some, not all. All right. But what I noticed, she talked about that during editing process, that there are a lot of people in the production that took out some parts of showing aggression that others had done to her. So they edited out to not make it, I guess, because of all the backlash. They kind of listened to what people were saying. They were like, "Ooh, we don't want people to get on us." So they took out all the things that the ladies have done to OG. And OG said that actually how she met Shaunie, she didn't know Shaunie at all. And basically Shaunie shaded her and was like, they said, "Hey, Shaunie, would you like to go over there to meet OG?" And pretty much Shaunie thought that OG did not hear, but OG was in her room and she was awake and she heard Shaunie in the background. So Shaunie was like, oh no, I don't want to go. You know, I'm good. We can just go ahead and pretend like, you know, I already talked to her. So OG was like, oh, okay, duly noted. So OG tried to give her a second chance, but you know how Miss Shaunie is. Miss Shaunie is very shady boots, okay? So after that, you know, Storm asks her pretty much, why is it that everybody loves to kiss Shaunie's ass? And do you kind of agree with it? OG was like, no, I'm not like that. You know, I don't agree with kissing nobody's ass. That's just not me. And, you know, she says that other people like to do that. And, you know, basically nobody is willing to just be themselves. Everybody tries to be somebody else on basketball wise. And that's basically it. OG says she's going to return that energy. So if you come in with that fire and rawness, she's going to return that back. And we can see that with Evelyn, because honestly, to me, I don't care what anybody else says, OG returned that same fire back that we've all been waiting for, because I'm tired of basketball wives. I've always watched it and I was like, Forehead needs to get beat up. We're tired of Forehead. Forehead is always saying stuff, always bullying, always thinks she's the right person. Forehead, Evelyn Lozada, gets on our nerves. Okay, Miss Fake Afro-Latina. I'm sick of it. But anyways, so Storm goes into the monkey comments by Evelyn. And pretty much we all know it's not right. It's not right. We all knew what it was. She put up a little monkey emoji on Instagram, then tried to play it off. And we're like, girl, we know you're talking about OG. OG did, because Shaunie she's the HNIC, the head Negro in charge. So we all knew what Evelyn was doing. We're like, we're not stupid, okay? So then after that, they said, how do you feel about the non-blacks using the N-word? And you know, OG says she doesn't use it. What she does is say ninja. And I feel like that's a good practice. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, I can start doing that as well, saying ninja, ninja this, ninja that, because that's a good way of, you know, not letting it slip of the tongue and everything like that. And pretty much she says that OG warned Forehead, which is Evelyn, about not saying that, I guess, around her and everything like that. So OG spoke up and let her know. And that's another thing that Evelyn doesn't like. Evelyn doesn't like being challenged. Evelyn does not like being held accountable. And we will talk about this later on as well. So pretty much the next question was, why does everyone want to be black, right? Because I want to know this too. Why does everyone all of a sudden want to be black? All these non-black people, people that know that both of their parents aren't black, all of a sudden they now want to be called that. Miss Danny Lay. How you gonna have two parents that are white Hispanics? Never mind, I'm not gonna get into it. I bet you the baby, some black guy said, oh no, you're black, you do this, don't you dance and you wear braids in your hair, right? Okay, so you're black. DJ Academics does this as well. Check him back. DJ Academics told an Italian white woman that she is black just because what he says that the Italians are like the N-words of the white people. Make it make sense. Anyways, so pretty much, you know, OG was just saying that, yeah, they do this because Evelyn feels like just because you know, hop on black peen and you date black peen, that does not make you black. Just because you start to wear black, you know, aesthetics and start doing black, quote unquote, things, that does not make you black. Everybody wants to be black until it's time to support black people and stand black people. Other than that, they run away. Where was everybody doing the whole Floyd, you know, riots? Where were they during the Flint, Michigan issues with the water crisis? Where were they during all of this? They were at home. That's where they were. They were sitting here like, we're going to let them handle it. We're going to let them be over there, them blacks, right? That's exactly how they do. But when it's time to make money, when it's time to, you know, do entertainment, when it's time to hop on a black penis, that's when it's time for them to become black. Then as well as, do you think you got, they said that, this is Storm's question. He said, do you think that you got the aggressive label due to colorism or... And, you know, OG answers this and says that, you know, there is a colorism issue. And, you know, it was said before it was aired. So they decided not to listen to OG once again, just like the other darker skinned Black women that have been on the show. So Avi says, AK is always drowning in Hennessy. He's loud and ignorant. Okay, yeah, our Armon Wiggins. Yeah, you know, that's the reason that turned me off from him a long ago, is because of those things. I've seen some ignorant comments that were said by Armon that I did not agree with. So that turned me away from his platform and everything like that. Other people like to make excuses for others without that other person actually holding themselves accountable, actually changing. Whatever, we're going to get into that. Everybody loves to sit here and give the problematic person the utmost, I guess, respect and whatever else, without them really showing that they really didn't care. I don't know if he's changed. I don't watch Armon. Like I said, a lot of these people, I don't know them. I haven't watched them. I will tell you guys if I haven't. I'm going to be honest about that. So I don't really watch them. Other than that, let's get into this. They said that pretty much OG was saying they told her that she was wrong, and they wanted to ignore it. Back to the first point. And OG pointed it out as it happened to her before it aired, and it has been a problem beforehand. As soon as she stood up for herself, now they act like they're scared. And I'm like, how are a bunch of women scared? How are y'all scared? Tell me, huh? Y'all are over here causing so many, issues, starting drama. But as soon as somebody that is dark-skinned like her, with Afro features, all of a sudden now you're scared. You don't know what to do. You sitting here acting like, oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my God, I don't know what she's gonna do next. She's a deranged man, lunatic. She's a maniac. That's how they act. But it's funny. That's why I tell people, keep notes on who you support and everything like that. You'll see a lot of the problematic things with them. If you start listening to what they're saying, how they're saying it, who they say it to, and listen to how they talk to other people. And some people try to hide it because they'll be like, oh, but I talk to this person like this as well, because they'll know that they have a bias. So then pretty much the results of trying to hold Evelyn accountable for her actions and how she's being, it resulted in OG getting a lawsuit on her and being sued by Evelyn. Isn't that crazy, right? So Evelyn pretty much, she was saying everybody just ignored it and did not apologize. Shaunie tried to have a conversation about colorism, but without OG being present, without somebody who was darker being present. How is that genuine? If you don't have the people that, the problems that were addressed, and you don't hold your friend accountable for her actions. You never hold, Evelyn is never held, forehead is never held accountable for any of her actions by Shaunie. Shaunie always sits here and just tries to write it off. How is this okay, right? We're supposed to be friends, but you can't even tell your own friend the truth. But I guess maybe you feel the same way as well, which is why you don't want to address any of it, because you feel like that. And that's what I know it's about basketball-wise. It's a hypocrisy for me. So anyways, you can, so then pretty much they bring up the thing. This comment as well. You can have a baby with a Black man and still be prejudiced and racist. That is true. You can still have a baby. I mean, it's nothing. All you're doing is just slipping some, penis inside of you. That takes no work. And pretty much after that, what? You're good. You have a baby in you. That's nothing. Science, boom. But it doesn't mean that you respect the people itself. So the next thing, I love that she said is, you can't love black men and hate Black women. And that's important. You can't love Black men and hate Black women. I need that to sink in for some people. For some people, they don't understand that. They think that, oh, I have Black children, I have a Black husband, so what's the problem with me? Man, stop playing dumb. But also, too, I want to say that, this was a good conversation that we're having during that interview. And all this I'm lining up with it is they said that I find it weird how non-Black women try so hard to look Black. And why do they do this, pretty much? Because I find it weird, too. I'm like, you don't see other interracial couples or other people that are going to another culture. You don't see them trying to be that woman look. You don't see a black woman dating an Indian man now trying to be an Indian woman. That's weird because you're not Indian. So why is it that these non-black women come in and now they're trying to be black women? That does not make sense. That sounds crazy. Be yourself. If you're Russian, stay Russian. If you're Italian, stay Italian. If you're whatever, be that. But then you'll notice as well is you'll see the braids start to follow. The skin starts to darken. The lips start getting bigger. The lingo, the N word slips out so naturally. Then you'll notice the black scent starts slipping in. Those are key points. And then that's when, Storm starts asking her later about, how is it with you and Tammy? Tell me about you and Tammy rolling. She says, oh, that's my homegirl. We're cool, and everything like that. I really like her. And pretty much, Storm does reiterate about how Tammy was treated on the show with Basketball Wives. She was treated very badly. They picked on Tammy. They thought it was fun and everything like that. And, obviously Tammy got the aggressive, characteristic placed on her and everything because she would fight and stuff and she wasn't scared to go toe to toe. But as well as Tammy wasn't dark skin. You can see the different treatment with, skin colors and everything like that. Still a brown skin, pretty woman, everything. Still, problematic things that were said about Tammy, but we'll get into that. So pretty much after that, with the interview, Storm says, what can we expect from you, OG, this season? Because, Basketball Wives, they came out, but it was the lowest ratings, honey. People were not here for it. People were not here. Basketball Wives ratings were low, okay? Check out DJ Richie Scott. He talks about this on his channel today, actually, about the ratings itself. And pretty much, OG gave a very good PR statement, as we can expect it, because OG is professional. And pretty much OG let us know that, as well as that 2 people refused to talk to record with her during filming. I said 2 people refused to you. How can that happen when you sign a contract to come on a show that can be messy? How is it that you decide to not film with OG? Right? That sounds very funny. And pretty much OG said that, she was trying to hold accountability to some people, but she can't control them and everything like that. And she can't get them to respond to the situations. And that's respectable. I understand. But I'm just sitting here like, how did they get away with not filming with somebody? That doesn't sound right. Because it's like, what did OG do? OG didn't do anything but just stand up for herself. And OG said she didn't touch anybody or anything like that this season. So I'm just sitting here like, I just hope y'all taking notes. Right? Look, I want y'all to take some notes, okay? Look, listen to what I'm saying. But yeah, pretty much after that, that's pretty much all I've noticed, going through this. And it's a whole hypocrisy. That's kind of feel like with Basketball Wives. I'm sick of the show. I think the show needs to go away. I'm tired of Shaunie O'Neal. We're done with her. Shaunie needs to go. We're bored. We're sick of her. We're tired of Evelyn. Her fake Afro-Latina self. I'm just over it at this point. I don't want to see Basketball Wives on air anymore. OG said that she's going to, be coming out with other projects as well as a cookbook. And she said she's written it herself. But other than that, OG is the only one that I support. Other than that, everybody else can go. And it's just like, we're done. Everybody just kisses Shaunie's ass. That's basically the whole show. Who can kiss Shaunie's ass the best? And it's like, why do we want to see it? Because that's all we've seen. Shaunie isn't anybody. Shaunie isn't that girl. Shaunie doesn't bring anything new to us. I'm just sitting here like, why are we celebrating you? Oh, kudos to you. You got knocked up by Shaq. But other than that, I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Like, what is Shaunie doing for us? It's nothing. I don't see anything really positive going from her. I just see a bunch of fakery. I see a bunch of, I'm not going to hold my friend accountable because I feel the exact same way. I, feel like I'm better because I have money, I'm rich, and I've had access. That's all that I get from her, that I'm better than you, tease. So it's just like, I don't know what else. I'm sick of Basketball Wives. Take it off the air. We're done. Throw it in the trash. It's over. Throw it. But let me know, do you guys have any other comments before I close off? But Yeah, pretty much. It's just trash. But I think Storm did a good job. I like that he talked. He did improve from what others have said before. They have said that, during his Jaguar interview, all he did was let Jaguar pretty much speak. And I think that Storm did a good job by, having questions for OG and, even showing interest and enthusiasm. He did a good job with it. And this is how an interview should go as far as that. So, there's going to be more for Storm. I feel like this Jaguar stuff, I feel like, yes, he should stay away from this whole Jaguar stuff. Jaguar is her own, ticking time bomb and everything like that. I think it was good. So Ivy says, Basketball Wise is my guilty pleasure. Missed the first episode, but we'll see. If I get through this season. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Girl, I'm not judging you. Look, I have stuff. Look, I like Taylor Swift, okay? I'm not going to lie, but I like some Taylor Swift. That's my thing. But that's my guilty pleasure as well. Amazing Try says, everyone else want to be so bad. We want to be African, Black, Aborigines, foundational Black, et cetera, et cetera. When it's time to make money from our ethnicity, heritage, culture, styles, traditions, etc. Oh yes, look, hold on, let me make sure. Thank you. This is perfect. That's exactly what people want to be. If people want to be Black, everybody wants to be this, and you see that even within the music industry. You see how even with Pink, Fergie, Christina, was it Aguilera? You see this with Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke. Who else? Justin Bieber. You see this with Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. You see this with so many artists. They go Black, and then once they're sitting here, they're broke or whatever, they're ready to make a transition. They've used the Black community enough. That's when they go into pop music, and now they're popping with the main white audience because we made them pop. Yeah, like I said, I really like OG. Basketball does not fit her persona. She's too real. Yeah, she's too real. I think that, what I'm saying, you got to kiss Shaunie's booty. You got to tell Shaunie, oh, you're great. You're such a role model. You're such a great woman. And that's pretty much, what I'm saying. That's how, Basketball Wise is. I know you're not judging me. Oh, yeah, girl, look, I tell you, there's some things that you be like, what? You watch that? And I'll be like, yes, okay. Like this, I love Kaya. Like Kaya's problematic, but I really like Kaya or whatever like that. Like she's funny and stuff. Like she says things, yes, it's problematic, but I like her. It'd be funny. Like I'd be laughing. Like she does make my spirit like, if I'm down or something like that and I listen to Kaya be she be having me dead. But yeah, other than that, pretty much I'm done with my little rant, my little spiel. I just want to say thank you guys for coming through today. I'm getting used to the live streams and stuff like that. So work with me. I'm going to be doing more and, enhancing my platform. And as well as to balance out the content, I like to throw in little stuff with like little personal things. So I may do a clothing try on soon. But these are fun things to keep you guys engaged, you know what I'm saying? To have other content than just drama or stuff that's happening and everything like that. So I like to balance it out. But that's kind of how I am. But I want to say thank you guys for coming through. This is brought to you by thatchickquoia. And I want to say have a good night. It's Valentine's Day weekend. And if you have a Valentine's or if you don't, still take care of yourself. Still do things for yourself. Even as a single person, you still want to spoil yourself, take yourself out, get yourself a spa day. If you're a male, get your favorite foods, turn on your favorite whatever like that, but still pamper yourself. This is a day for everybody. This is just not a day for singles. So Ivy says, I really like the diversity of your channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not trying to sit here and be like everybody else. And, I'm not a celebrity gossip channel that does, all the latest, trends. I pick and choose what I want to pick, you know what I'm saying? And I'll come talk about it. But other than that, look, staying in my own lane. I ain't trying to jump in or nothing like that. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys for coming tonight. I hope you have a great weekend. And I want to say, I'm going to check out and I'll see you later. Bye.